I'm Justine Noble and this is Dustin Noble, and we own Noble Springs Dairy in Franklin, Tennessee.
Well, life on the farm, I kinda laid back. Ain't much an old country boy that me can't hack. Early to rise, early in the sack. I thank God I'm a country boy. Well, a simple kind of life never did me no harm. Raising me a family and working on the farm. Days are all filled with an easy country charm. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle.
It's a small goat dairy that milks and makes cheese from the milk that our goats produce. Dustin and I met in 2003 at a goat show in Iowa, and I grew up in Kansas, so we kept in touch. And then in 2006 I actually moved here to go to school at MTSU, and Dustin was living in Brentwood at the time, so I brought some goats to his house, and we were showing our goats a lot competitively at different shows, and we decided we wanted to do something more than just show our goats. So we looked into opening a dairy, and we opened our dairy after a few years of working with the state. We opened our dairy in 2009.
And we don't just make cheese, we also bottle goat's milk as well.
These are all of our female babies from this year, which are called does. They were born anywhere from February to April, and there's the 4 different breeds that we have are in here just mixed together. They'll be ready to have babies around 14 months, and they're pregnant for 5 months, so right now they're not pregnant. We raise all the kids from the time they're born by hand with a bottle. They don't ever get taken care of by their mothers. We raise them just so we can regulate how much milk they're getting, and we still have enough milk to make cheese and bottled milk to sell. But so they get fed 3 times a day, and when they're first born they get fed twice at night too, so they get fed 5 times a day. So a lot of our time is devoted to just raising them. They have to be bottle fed for 2.5 months. So in the spring we're pretty busy with feeding babies and milking goats, because we always milk the goats twice a day, 365 days a year. We don't get a vacation. So this is our full-time job. This is what we enjoy doing. But these will stay down here, and then once they are pregnant and have their babies, they'll move up to that barn that we milk in, and they'll join in with the older does to be milked. So.
This is a Saanen. Saanens are always solid white, and they're known for their high milk production. These are Toggenburgs here. Toggenburgs are always solid brown with white facial stripes and white ears. This is an Alpine, and Alpines can be any color, and they have the upright ears. And then this is a La Mancha that just pulled her head out, and they're known for their short, very short ears, and their milk production. They don't produce quite the volume that some of the other breeds do, but they're known for producing a lot of protein and butter fat, which is important in cheese making.
Feels good, hold me, baby. Hey, girl, let me love you like a lover should. You're fine, I'm gonna tell this world that you're mine.
So then this line swings over, and now when the milk goes in here, it'll be cleaned and filtered through the filter when it comes into the tank. So that swings over. And then the milk in here is quickly cooled down and kept at around 36 degrees, and it's raw right now. It'll be pasteurized after a day or two of milk being collected in here, each milking, because we milk twice a day. It'll travel through this pipe and into this room where it'll be pasteurized at 145 degrees for 30 minutes. And then after it's pasteurized, we'll make it into the different types of cheeses that we make, like chev or feta. And we also have a bottler now that we got this spring, so we can bottle milk too. So basically we do 3 products: goat milk, chev, which is like a fresh goat cheese, and then feta, which is a salt brined goat cheese. To make our basic goat cheese, after we get done pasteurizing, we'll then add cultures and enzymes and rennet to it. that'll make it coagulate and separate, and it'll react with the casein and the proteins in the milk to make it separate and turn into a curd. And then it'll be drained, and the whey will drain off of the curd, and you'll have like a solid mass. Not hard like a cheddar, it's more like a soft, like a cream cheese that we make, which is the chev. So that's how that process happens. Okay.
So when we bring the goats in, the first thing we do is we nip their teats with sanitizer, and that kills any bacteria that could be on their udder that could contaminate the milk or cause them to have an infection. So once we have their teats all dipped, we come back through with paper towels and wipe their udders clean.
Some goats take anywhere from a minute to about 5 minutes to milk out. This daffodil, she's one of the quickest milking out goats. She milks out in about 30 seconds. But then she'll let down more milk. Some of our goats take, we have one that milks it. She milks like a gallon to a gallon and a half a day. So she takes about 7 minutes to milk out. You can just tell when they get done milking because their udder shrinks and milk stops coming through. But on average, a goat gives about a gallon of milk a day. And since it is the fall time of the year, there's a lot of hormones going on, and some of them are pregnant. They're not milking as much right now as they are their teats. So a lot of them are only given about a half